Hey guys, I'm Nathan and this is Hey Nathan News. Today's stories are Kimchi factory owner sentenced to prison, Seung-Jun possible return to Korea, Kill This Love gets 1.9 billion views, drunk driver given 10 years in prison, kimchi factory owner sentenced to prison. A 71-year-old person who owns a kimchi factory has been given a 3-year prison sentence for making a disabled worker toil for over 16 years without any pay. On Tuesday, the Supreme Court upheld a previous ruling that found the factory owner, known by the last name Park, guilty of fraud, embezzlement, and breaking labor and disability laws. The victim, age 68 and with learning disabilities, first met the employer at a kimchi factory in 1999. Later, in 2005, when the owner opened a kimchi factory in Yeongdong County, North Chungcheong, they hired the victim. The disabled worker endured 10-hour workdays, 6 days a week, until September 2021. Their tasks included handling cabbage, soaking kimchi, and keeping the factory clean. Shockingly, not only was the worker never paid, but the employer also withdrew 16.2 million won, or $12,400, from the workers' national pension fund for 3 years, starting in 2017. The employer subjected the worker to abuse, such as forcing them to walk around the factory naked for 30 minutes as a punishment for waking up late. The situation came to light in 2021 when the worker demanded overdue wages. The court determined that the employer owed the worker approximately 250 million won. Seung-Jun possible return to Korea. The Supreme Court recently supported a decision favoring Steve Yu, a Korean-American singer, in a case against the Korean government. He contested the government's refusal to grant him an entry visa after he gave up his Korean citizenship to avoid mandatory military service. In July, the Seoul High Court determined that denying a visa to a Korean man, even if he renounces citizenship to evade military service, is excessive after turning 38 years old. At this age, the law exempts individuals from mandatory military service. Yu, also known as Seung-Jun, faced entry restrictions to Korea since he became a US citizen and renounced his Korean citizenship in 2002, allegedly to evade military duty. The initial lawsuit was filed in 2015 when the Korean Consulate General in Los Angeles refused to issue him a visa. In 2020, Yu won a Supreme Court ruling highlighting procedural flaws in the visa refusal. Following this, Yu reapplied for a visa, but the Consulate General rejected it again, leading to a second lawsuit in 2020 to reverse the decision. With the recent Supreme Court decision, the government needs to reconsider issuing a visa for Yu. If the visa is granted according to the court ruling, Yu could visit Korea for the first time in about 2 decades. Known for his energetic dance music in the late 1990s and early 2000s, Yu's popularity waned due to allegations of avoiding military service, causing public outrage. Kill This Love gets 1.9 billion views. The music video for the K-pop girl group Blackpink's song Kill This Love has reached an impressive 1.9 billion views on YouTube. This milestone was achieved around 4 years and 8 months after the song's release in April 2019, as shared by YG Entertainment. This accomplishment makes Blackpink the only K-pop girl group with 2 music videos that have surpassed 1.9 billion views on YouTube. Their other hit, Do 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 Do, is also approaching an impressive 2.2 billion views. Kill This Love is known for its intense lead brass and magnificent drum sounds. Upon its release, it debuted at number 41 on the US Billboard's Hot 100 main singles chart, showcasing the group's international success. Drunk driver given 10 years in prison. A man aged 49 has been given a 10-year prison sentence for causing the death of another person while driving under the influence of alcohol. The Incheon District Court issued this sentence on Tuesday because the victim suffered significant pain from injuries before passing away, and the defendant was not forgiven by the victim's family. The incident occurred on July 7th in Incheon when the defendant, who was intoxicated, encountered police checking for drunk drivers. Trying to avoid the officers, he drove onto the sidewalk, striking the victim, a father of 2 supporting his family by working away from home. The victim sustained a severe head injury, lost a leg, and tragically succumbed to the injuries. The court emphasized the severity of the matter, highlighting that the defendant's actions resulted in the death of an innocent person while attempting to evade officers under the influence of alcohol. The victim's family experienced profound shock and pain, and their lack of forgiveness influenced the sentencing. The defendant faced charges under the Article 5-11 of the Act on the Aggravated Punishment of Specific Crimes, which allows a maximum sentence of 15 years for death and injury due to dangerous driving. Additionally, he was charged with drunk driving, carrying a potential 6-year prison term. While the legal framework allows for the mentioned sentences, the courts in South Korea usually follow guidelines from the Sentencing Commission, affiliated with the Supreme Court. These guidelines recommend a maximum 8-year prison term for death caused by dangerous driving, and up to 1 year and 10 months for drunk driving. Combining both charges, the recommended maximum would be 8 years and 11 months. It's uncommon, but legally possible to surpass these recommendations, and in this case, a more severe punishment was delivered. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. This has been HNN News. See you soon.